When you create a pivot chart in Excel 2013, Excel creates a column chart and also applies a standard layout. In this movie, I will show you how to change that chart's layout, both for the entire chart as a whole and also for individual elements. I will use the layout sample file, which you can find in the Chapter 6 folder of your exercise files archive. This workbook contains a pivot chart, which I'll click now to activate, and also an associated pivot table. This chart has a particular layout, meaning that it has a legend over here on the right, and it also has labels on the horizontal and vertical axes. If you want, you can change the overall layout for the pivot chart by clicking the chart, and then clicking the Design contextual tab on the ribbon, and then over in the chart layouts area, clicking the Quick Layout button. Doing so displays a list of predefined layouts that you can use for this style of chart. And anytime you hover your mouse pointer over one of the layouts, it displays a live preview for what it would look like if you were to apply that particular layout to your chart. I particularly like layout number 7. It has the minor axes within the background, and it also displays axis titles that you can modify. So I'll go ahead and click layout 7 in the drop-down menu that appears, and doing so closes the menu and applies that layout to the chart. Now I can edit various chart elements. So for example, if I want to edit the axis title, all I have to do is click it and then select it. And I'm working here on the horizontal axis. And these are departments. So I'll just go ahead and type in department, D-E-P-A-R-T-M-E-N-T, and click outside of the axis title box. And I can do the same thing for the vertical axis. So I'll just click the box here and select the text within it. And those are sales, so I'll just type in sales, S-A-L-E-S, and click outside of the axis title box to release the selection and to finalize my change. I can also display or hide various chart elements, and to do that, with the pivot chart selected, I point to the Chart Elements button, which is new in Excel 2013, and click it to display a list of chart elements that are available for me. Any element that has a check in the box next to its name is displayed. Any that is blank is not displayed. So let's say, for example, that I wanted to display a chart title. For that, I can check the chart title box and then click the right pointing arrow that appears next to its name. And I can select where I want the chart title to appear, above the chart, centered on the overlay, or open the associated task pane by clicking More Options. In this case, I'll stay with having the chart title above the chart. So I'll just click it and then click the Chart Elements button again to release the selection to hide the elements list. Now I can edit the chart title the same way that I edit the axis title. And for this, I'll just call it Departmental Sales and click outside to stop editing. Changing a pivot chart's layout lets you optimize the chart to display and summarize the data within it. In most cases, the default layout will be fine, and you can always add any individual elements that you want using the Chart Elements tool at the top right corner of the pivot chart itself.